Oh shoot, Zakia has two cameras. Watch out. Look at the technology. Okay. All right, might as well start the pod right now. In a world where another wave of either COVID or murder hornets are coming to this country, this is the event. I'm your host, Jay Hunterville. We got Nerdy here. We got Dub in the cut.
What's going on?
As you can tell, you can hear, we're in a quarantine, so we're here just, pulling our vibes, get more content out, whatever, you know what it is. Speaking of other content, actually, Mondays to Fridays, Zakia actually has a workout thing in the morning.
Oh, the thing is, I actually stopped for a bit.
So. She stopped for a bit because
yes.
quarantine.
Yes. But for my lovely people who have been following the past 6 weeks, but I'm starting up again. I thing up. So that's gonna be great. Okay.
Yeah, we're a day early. We're a day early because of various reasons. We're actually a week early. We do every other week, but this time we're gonna try to be here at least every week. So we're gonna try a whole week thing. So we could start with the topics. First off, this guy said start off, I'm fat. Don't kill me. First thing we'll start off is did you guys see Lily sing Masha Bad Man Forward, Bad Man Pull Up?
Yes, and I loved it.
Nah, man, I'm sorry, but that's a no for me.
I loved it.
That's
define love.
Wow.
That's something we're gonna have to do today.
First off, I will have to say that she did a very good job in blending and incorporating the multiculturalism that happens here in Canada. Okay?
Canada or Toronto.
Or Scarborough.
But
she's from Markham, actually.
So what?
Let's just put this all together.
Take it in. They said that she was from Brampton, but she's really from Scarborough.
Or wait, Markham?
No, Scarborough.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought, yeah.
So, like I said, Markham. That's what I thought. Two different places. Stop it. Anyways.
You can blame James for that.
The fact that people are automatically assuming she's from Brampton because she's Indian, shame on you. Shame on you. Okay? So first off, they said that she was from Scarborough. Then she grew up in Brampton. And then she's like using a Jamaican tune, a big Jamaican tune, Bad Man Forward. Okay. So, one, let's take in. She didn't even shout out Ding Dong, don't kill me. Okay, you can be upset about that.
Yeah, she didn't. Hold on. We're getting there. I'm letting you get so you can.
Holy, you like lagged out there.
Oh yeah, yo, what's going
on? Go ahead about. Did it? I know.
Yeah, Rogers is marching up the pod like.
But yo, like honestly.
Oh, because guys, I'm trying to pin the tweet.
That song, one thing that classic dancehall song is hers.
Oh.
So you actually
but
like
because,
her rendition of Bottom Pull Up. You really did.
Now I'm gonna be throwing shots at Rayon, but I like the fact that she was doing something that was multicultural. She made it her own. She took a song that she enjoys, and she has admitted on many occasions that she thinks that she was born in the wrong ethnicity. She has said it.
Interesting. Okay.
So clearly, she has some form of like appreciation. We can look at it as a form of appreciation, right? Plus, on top of it, she grew up with the culture, right? So she's just doing that because that's what she knows. Can we get mad at her because that's what she knows? That's like saying Akeisha grew up with all these Karens, and then now she's like long straight hair, wears monocolors, only dresses and goes to like Marshalls, and talks like this. So are we actually going to be very upset when she addresses you and she looks at you like you're not pulling out my chair and you're expecting me to pay for things? I'm sorry.
That's actually a good accent.
Okay.
That's actually a great accent. It threw me off.
All right. Great accent. You know, okay. Proud of that. Okay. Now, hold on. I'm gonna say this. Like the simple. Hold. I'm gonna say this. The simple fact that she had the person ding dong that made Batman forward, Batman pull up, that says a lot. You know. 2, it was trash. It was cringeworthy. Like just watching it, it was cringeworthy. It was cringeworthy. Like I was like, geez, like the impact of Batman for Batman pull up already. When that song comes on, it's amazing. So for her to actually do a version of it, it kind of just, it wasn't for me, man. It wasn't for me. I couldn't do it. I couldn't.
Yeah, Twitter. Twitter was telling her to take her appropriation ass back home. Like,
oh jeez.
Listen to me. Let me tell you something. The whole of Jamaica
was under
the Jamaican embassy was under her Twitter. Under her Twitter. If you want to see rock stones in a social media platform, there is where you saw it. Because I was like, why is she trending? I don't know why she's trending. And I realized like all the comments were like, yeah, I like it, it's good. And I'm like, you know when you're scrolling down comments, you see way too much good comments and you don't see enough bad comments?
Oh, you're saying
something is wrong.
You're saying there's a lot of editing.
A lot of editing. And, you know, she has the money for it. And she's from Markham. I don't think she's from Scarborough. I think she's from Markham.
No. Is that from like, that's what she said? Or like, is just people?
Oh, allegedly. This podcast is alleged. I'll say allegedly. I just don't. I'm not with it. I'm not cool. I'm not cool with anybody, you know, taking a track, not giving the person credit. I don't think he would want that type of credit in the first place.
Okay, I get that. But okay, coming from an artist's perspective, right? Mm-hmm. If I have somebody and they sing it, okay, like what really is the issue? Like, I really just want to know. Like, is it because she is Indian and try to put the bad man forward, because I'm a black person, I can't do that accent for the life of me. But I can do a Karen, no problem. So,
do you think her accent was okay?
Yes, for somebody who did not grow up yachty and who grew up in Toronto, and yes, her accent is sufficient.
Sufficient.
You know, like, what am I expecting her to really just bring on a bag? No, like, I'm not expecting her to be like proficient in the like in the accent at all. Neither did I think she was even trying to mock it. She was just literally trying to do the groove. That was it.
You can't. You're not convincing James.
Bad forward, bad man pull up, and think that you're gonna get away with it. You have to.
Not for me. Love.
Unfortunately, and she'd have to do the bad man pull up, and even say that with a Canadian accent on it still sounds trash.
I would love to hear Do Soca. I want to see how you guys react when she's going family lay, and all of them sitting there. And I hope you guys would. this is
Praise.
okay as
Yeah,
an apology.
you would totally praise.
I'm not buying it. I'm sorry. That's why you don't see it anywhere. It's kind of like got wiped off. I
This
typed it on
guy's-
YouTube. I don't see it. It's gone.
Nah, man, she would be embraced because there's many times that people have done soca and they've been embraced many times over.
But it has to be good.
I
You
get
know what I
that,
mean?
but people get A for trying and effort. So the fact that she took the time, recognized that this is a song that she liked, went as far as rewriting and making a whole new set of lyrics that came in flow, not out of flow. She was not pulling no JJ Fish. Okay. She had rewritten those lyrics, came back. How you do that? That was the first thing I was like, all these people are hating. I was like, y'all need to drop something better than her before you start talking. That was my first thing. Y'all are the coaches, but not the players. You want to tell everybody how they got to shoot and this and that, but y'all can't even dribble the damn ball. Like,
You're wildin'.
How am I wildin'?
You're wildin'. You're wildin'. You are wildin'. Twitter has the right to be upset.
And they were mad because they were sitting on the bench. Like,
because it's not about the bench here. It's about the standard. Okay, it's about the standard of Bama Pull. Leave those tracks alone. You didn't have to touch that. You didn't have to do it. You didn't have to.
See, now, would it be okay if she had an Indian accent?
And she needs some people around her to be like, she needs.
What was the question?
Well, if her background, hold on. If her background is Indian, and she's from, I don't know if she's from India or whatever, but if she has a background Indian, I wouldn't necessarily have the problem if you're like celebrating your background. You know what I mean? But like,
that'd be a strange
if you're
Indian accent.
Not bad man pull up in India. No, I'm talking about yes. No, it's Flame to this day from Former. Horrible song. But one thing I could say, there are some artists that I believe they're culture appropriators and they make good music.
Okay.
They do. Like, for example, like Magic. The first time I heard Magic, I knew they were white, but their reggae music was fire.
So why is that getting a pass? It's the same as Barbie.
It's not giving
He's getting a pass
really.
right now. This girl turn around and tell you, I grew. If that is all, she's like, how are you? And she even made the statement too. She's like, how can you be mad at me when I look right, when I look left, everyone in my classroom is black. When I look and I grow up, if I'm in the hallways and my best friend's Kane Rowan, I'm Kane Rowan because that's who I'm around. So if I come out looking tanned, wearing weaves, and doing my baby just better than anybody else, can you be mad that my next step wants to be a career in rap? Because that is what I'm surrounded by. I'm not going to be an espresso Starbucks drink Karen. I am so sorry that I do not fulfill that role. And he was saying that.
That may be a bad example because in that same rant she did, she said, "I grew."
That's a little Rachel.
Wait. She said she grew up in a jungle full of gorillas, like something alluding to that. So
I know that part. So, I was leaving, Yeah. I was pulling a Kanye West at TMZ.
You didn't want to say everything. You didn't want to say everything. Hey, I was just like, yeah, you didn't want to say everything, huh? I was like, I see where this is going. I waited for you. I waited for someone to state it.
And then she said before too.
I was like, oh.
She said, how come why do I get flack for rocking your styles, but then when you rock my style, I can't say anything? Right?
Ooh. That's a question to be answered, but I refuse to answer that question.
Well, obviously, we all know the answer to that. That's clearly the supremacy and the colonialism that has that backed up. Obviously.
Why'd you say in that accent?
I would just say this.
things, you know. I'm getting all these messages. Crown me is white just because I interact with them. Does this I'm white? And chooses
I would just say
adopting the racial majority as
this: leave Batman Forward alone. Leave the song alone. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay, but that's like
no.
Why?
What?
Why?
Why what?
Why is that something that is not okay?
Yo, you know what? I just realized something. It's like the comedy rule.
Because it's just
it's the same. I relate it to like making an edgy joke.
Yes.
As long as it's funny first, even if it's whatever subject matter it is, then it gets a pass.
Okay.
But if you attempt to make it funny and it doesn't hit, you're gonna get rock. What did Jimmy say? You're gonna get rock stoned.
Well, if that's the case, that did not hit. That did not hit. If that's what it was supposed to be,
it wasn't supposed to be. What's it called?
Whatever it is. So what?
Okay,
whatever it was supposed to be, that did not hit.
How about this? Would it kind of, to me, it's kind of the same thing. Would her, the singer, would have had as much embrace and acceptance if she came out as a Blasian artist versus being recognized just for her R&B and her voice and the assumption of being black?
But that's the problem. But here's the thing. Her makes good music. So I think she'd be embraced regardless. Her would be embraced regardless because she makes good music.
Would it?
It's not about race. It's good music. I feel it's good music.
But take it in. If Lily
did not do good music.
Exactly. If Lily didn't have her face or anything attached to it, and she went and she did this rendition, would it now change?
No, because it's trash. It's trash. It wouldn't change. If anybody else tried this, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If anybody with that, hold on. If anybody with that quality of bad gal forward, bad gal pull up, anybody in that quality put that out, I'm gonna say it's trash.
What's that guy's name?
She didn't even delay. Hold on. No check hands.
I was about to say.
I'm not even take this in.
Black women this themselves. I'm sorry. I'm responding to this. Black women can. It's just they choose not to. And as much as we argue to say that they do and they don't, Oprah's made a killing doing so. So, with or without her hair, with or without the color in the hair too. So clearly, she has adopted a whole culture and has made a mainframe and stands as one of the biggest entities and millionaires, billionaires, whatever, under the presence of non-black traditional scene, pro-black, whatever affiliation. So, yes, it is possible. But yes, continue.
No, I'd say I don't think it would matter anywhere. She was trash when she did her bottom off album and pull up. It wasn't great. If it was Lily Singh, if it was Shensia, if it was Thing, if they came with that quality for Badman Forward, Badman Pull Up, I am not buying it. I'm not doing it. No.
See, but that's the thing. It gets a win when it's funny, but it gets an L when someone's just trying.
Yeah, but it wasn't funny.
It's an unfortunate.
And I don't even know if that the problem is, I don't think that would have been funny if it was supposed to be something funny. Because Badman Forward, Badman Pull Up, Badman Forward, Badman Pull Up is not, well, it's a good track. It's an amazing. So there.
Because she's talking about body positivity. See, like if you, I think this is where I'm able to filter past through the nationalism, the Jamaicanness, the Badman, the rendition part. I can get past all of it and filter through that and get to what the point of what she was trying to do. It was basically saying, listen, this is a song and I'm calling women out and I'm gonna say, hey, if you got a bum and it's natural, pull up. If you have a fake bum and it was installed, pull up. If you have a flat tummy, pull up. If you got stretch marks, pull up. She was doing it for inclusionary reasons. But y'all are so fixated on the fact that she did it on a Jamaican beat. Guys are fixated. Like, it's so upsetting that, like, as a creative, and even just like thinking as a creative, how many things are going to actually just get thrown under the table just because other people can't get past the basic shit, because your message can't even like be taken in because everyone's just like on everything else.
But Z, it wasn't good though. I mean, we heard.
You was in the recording studio thinking it was amazing, okay?
Like the lyrics, it was like words of encouragement. I get it. It's cute, but
I'm not denying the message. I'm not denying that. That's the thing. You think I'm going against the message of what she's trying to do? No. I'm not denying the message. I love the message, actually. You know, if you have arms in your hair, pull up. If you don't want to wear weave, pull up. If you don't want to do this, pull up. Whatever. But there's just certain things about Bama forward, Bama pull up doesn't touch. Like, it just doesn't need to be touched. It's okay as it is. It still brings that feel when I hear it. And
low key, I just want to go out and just make a Bad Mom Forward video and see what happens as a response. Just cause.
I have an idea. Yo, ZK, you have headphones?
I do, but then you're not gonna hear Katie.
No, plug it into your phone. If you can, because it might kill the echo, because I'm coming through your phone. So I don't know if that will make a difference.
Do I even have headphones? That's a good ass question.
Just music is out and open, just, you know?
I be living my life like it's golden.
Yeah, okay.
It's like you're hearing, take it in. It's like you're hearing a rap song, right? The lyrics are really great, but the beat's good too. But then you find out that the artist is let's say they're mimicking the accent of the original artist that they're copying from. And then they change the lyrics around. So then you're like, okay. But then you're listening to the lyrics and you're bopping to it and you're like, the message is nice, but this is not hitting. It's not hitting.
Mm-hmm.
It's not making me tingle. Nothing.
Nah, man. That track was garbage. It was. Lily Singh should have left Barman forward, Barman pull up alone. Wait, you're just checking your echo?
I'm trying to see if this is in my phone or in my headphones right now. Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah, just make sure.
I need to be higher for this. I mean,
I need to be higher for this.
I'm rolling. Listen, I mean, there was at one point where, in one of our pods, like talking back to Ira's comments about participating in culture does not mean you experience racialization. There was at one point where there was a conversation on the pod, and there was a perception of the darker your skin, the more validity you had to speaking on Black experience.
Oh Lord Jesus! Oh,
is this where we're going? Let's not go there. I'm not going there because that's a different spectrum.
I know that is a different spectrum, but I'm just saying in response to that, that was a conversation, right? So even in saying that, what does denote a racialized experience, right? So for Lily to turn around, even though her background is in Indian descent, and she is of in South Asian descent and everything, how does that denote her experiences?
I'm not talking about the experiences though. That's the thing. I'm not bringing up experiences. Like just like a white person can be that white person could live in Scarborough and know about the hood and know about CLE and all the hoods and stuff, but he just because he lives there, he can't go around saying nigger. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like really saying just because you've been around a lot of Jamaican, it doesn't mean because you eat a 1-2 beef patty, you had rice and peas with oxtail gravy, you have the right to touch bomb on forward, bomb on pull up. Leave that alone.
So if we start with the leave that alone, are we gonna win? I'm just asking.
Huh? Pardon?
If we start saying to people leave that alone, are we going to win?
Well, Bomb Forward was winning without Lily Singh doing Bad Gal Forward. And she didn't even give the guy credit. Yo, why am I echoing?
In my headphones.
I'm in your headphones? I don't know if it's still there, but it just seems like it sounds like there's a big echo. Is there a big, how big is the echo?
Is your my headphones?
Hold on 1 second. Let me try this.
KD, man. KD, it's official, man.
What happened?
You gotta be here, man. You gotta be
here. Yeah, at this point, like...
It sounds like you're going to have to be here, Delpesh.
Because at this point, like, nah, this Zoom thing, I sent two... Yo, just a quick sidebar, this Lily thing. I sent 2 emails to reset a password, and I still didn't get it. What's Zoom doing?
Oh, shit.
I tried to make a new account, and I still didn't get my new information. Like, yo, Zoom's feeling themselves. I see you guys.
See, the joke is, I didn't even know that was the name of the artist until today. To be very...
What?
No, but he doesn't listen to dancehall like heavy.
I don't listen to dancehall. I'll know the tune. I can tell you the lyrics. I can say whatever, but I could never tell you who the artist is. I know it's dancehall, but here I am, living proof as a Black Caribbean person, not being able to tell you anything about the music.
What time was that? Grade 7 and 8? It came out.
Yeah.
8, 9. Grade 9.
Grade 9.
8, 9.
So 2004.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I was too busy listening to the soundtrack from White Chicks.
So wait, question. Let's just make sure we have this technical difficulty going off. Am I still echoing, guys? It sounds like I am.
If I told you I was Asian, would you
believe it?
What?
Zikia, stop this. Take your headphones and set it up to your laptop.
No, for real though. Like if I told what?
Take your headphones and set it up to your laptop. I'm trying to kill the echo some way, somehow.
Well, the only way that would happen is if I connect the headphone to my iPod.
You see, and that's when someone will come in a van, 6 deep, and then the door opens, and then someone comes out with a machete one time for imitating. Yeah, you're trying to imitate my accent.
You keep it up because you're trying to make them walk all beyond the podcast, and then we're all just rotting off.
Wait, sidebar.
But listen, how is that gonna happen? I just totally said that I am not. You can't racially profile me right now because the assumption is that I'm Black. I grew up and said my experiences was White Chick soundtrack, and I just did it.
Wait, sidebar. Indians do obia? They do voodoo?
I'm not saying Indians do obia. No, I never said Indians do obia or voodoo, but she did an African accent. Therefore, I'm thinking you're talking about African people driving in a U-Haul truck.
No, that was Indian. That wasn't African. That's why I'm like, they do voodoo?
I thought that was African. Cool, but if that was Indian, yikes. Whatever that was, don't do that again.
Yes. She's dying though. Like she's.
Because my Indian friends would all be dying as well. That's why.
What? Wait, hold on. Am I still echoing? I'm trying to figure out this echo because it's gonna bother me.
I can hook you up to my iPad, or I could, because you're not on my computer, right? Sorry, guys, for the technical difficulties.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh, they do voodoo.
Okay. So check.
Okay.
Okay. Let's hold on 1 second before we go any further about voodoo. I don't want to go any further about voodoo. I don't want to any dark witchcraft things. Yeah, we're not doing that. But
you're too high for.
Am I still echoing? I just want to make sure I'm not echoing. That's all I want to do. I want to make sure I'm not echoing. That's it. But okay, let's switch the topic. I'm switching the topic completely because you guys are wilding. Okay. Now there was Red Table Talk, and
Destroyer of
Jada Pickett.
Destroyer of Lives. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Jada Pickett sound like she's just stressed out of life. Her and Will are now friends because they finally, I guess, quarantine got them really to realize how they don't know each other right now. So
she said she doesn't know the guy after how many years they've been married? How do you say that in front of everyone? You tell that to everybody in the world?
Of course you cannot know somebody after 25 years of marriage.
Like the guy's Inspector Gadget or something. Like he a whole superhero. Hiding his identity. Foolishness.
How many situations are you in your life with your partner?
Yeah, I wonder.
It takes a lifetime before you actually get into those situations, you know?
That's a good question. Is Ezekiel okay? Ezekiel, you good?
I am living my best life, yo. You laugh.
That doesn't mean you're okay.
Yes, I'm okay.
Just wondering. I'm just trying to make sure. Is there still an echo, guys? Because I think there is.
I guess not, because no one's really saying. Everyone's saying they're either too high for this, asking if he's okay, like.
Or they're just tired of us right now. They're just tired of us.
Yo, honestly.
I don't know what she's laughing at.
Man, life. Laughing at.
Is the echo still here? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't think
is there still an echo?
Oh, well, I put your volume down, so.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, Jada Pickett says that she doesn't even know her husband anymore, and now they're trying to love each other as friends. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
So, how do you guys feel about that? Because I think 2 or 3 podcasts we talked about how there's a lot of domestic violence in relationships right now because people are not really knowing their partners they're with until now.
That was a weird segue. Just disclaimer. Will is not domestic violence.
I'm not saying that he is. Hold on. I'm not time out allegedly.
Quick disclaimer.
I'm not the what I'm trying to say here.
He's meeting in relation to getting to know.
What I'm trying to say while doing a light promo is that people are not knowing the relationships they're getting themselves into.
Right.
And I guess how long they've been together for like more than 25 years?
Yes.
2020.
And
they've been married for 25. But yes, more than 25.
Wow.
Right. So people change during the year. So is there like whose fault is that?
It's just how you phrased it. Like whose fault is that?
Nobody's.
No, it's no one's fault. Like life comes at you. The kids change how you guys grow. Money, the world itself. Like, there's so many factors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unexpected deaths could change you, your personality, all sorts of stuff.
Hold on.
Saying that you
Rian have got so mad that he typed
how
like
these men are
to
abusing
and he
these
typed he was ready
men.
to go. That may be happening too, but I just don't know where, where he was going with that.
Suffer in silence. Why y'all gotta suffer in silence? I mean, that's the code you guys set up for yourself.
Whoa,
Yeah, I feel like.
Whoa, what did you just do?
Whoa, that's not the topic. That is not the topic. That is not the topic we're going to be discussing. We'll leave it at that. That is not the topic we're going to be. We're talking about Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith. Okay. Now, all right.
Oh, don't do that.
Yo,
women abusing men. That is true.
Rayon came out the gate swinging, Regin. Yo, women beat men too.
This is facts.
You know
women
what?
do beat men too.
Poking out eyes, kicking.
I didn't want. Listen,
throwing plates.
But the code of silence, that was something that you guys, this is a general statement, of course, based off of sex roles and everything like that. That is where I'm coming from.
How do you know Jada isn't slapping Will upside his head? We don't know that. We don't know that. But at the same time, for me, the one thing that I was clearly trying to bring up here is, well, the moral of the story in a way, or something I was trying to go about, was basically people change during the years. And I feel like, I think that's a part of, I think that's something that, if you're in a good friendship relationship, you guys got to understand that you guys are married forever. Well,
death too.
Death too. So I feel like, yes, you guys have to learn how to cooperate and deal with those type of things. You know what I mean?
Not cooperate. If you really had a real connection with the person that you're marrying,
why is he laughing?
I think your core values would dictate it all. I mean,
yeah.
It's the same, like, okay, there's been, for example, even just before people get into certain relationships and whatnot, if I'm talking to somebody and my expectations is that I want to have many children, and my partner says to me, I just want 1 or 2. I want many. I want 4 or 5.
Good Lord.
Why are you staying with somebody who has adamantly said, I want 1 or 2? And then you're mad when you're like, oh, I can't have my 3, 4, 5. Like, you didn't figure that out from the beginning?
Or at least meet halfway. Like, if you say 4, 5, and they say 1, okay, let's do 3. At least.
Nah, bro. Find somebody else who wants 4.
No, but Z.
Well, here's the thing.
The lottery doesn't work like that. Like,
it goes. I feel like really this goes. I feel like it goes both ways. I feel like a lot of people do sell dreams when they're in relationships and be like, "Oh, I'm this person all the time." Yes, of course I want kids. Or some people will sell, oh, I have all this money sitting here. You know what I mean? And then when you find out the real life, they don't have money.
Who turned into Satan? Wait, let me see.
Like, core values change. Core values change? I don't think so. I think your core values,
both might agree not to be kids.
Maybe
and their sons turns out to be Satan and.
Oh, okay.
Because like this, in the sense of like core values change. Both might agree not to beat kids, but I'm their son. But then their son turns into Satan. So the concept of disciplining your child would be the core concept. The act of disciplining now, whether it's words or through ass whooping, may be the difference. But disciplining the child would be the core value. So I think that's the part that should be cleared up when I say core value.
Okay.
So I think your core values, if you're honest and you're expressing your core value to whoever it is that you're romantic with or wanting to have or perceive as a partner, it shouldn't change. So if you really know who you're trying to be with, that shouldn't really yeah.
I don't know. The way I see it, I feel like people change during the years, and you got to learn to adapt to the change, especially while married.
Yes,
I could say that.
As best
But
as you can, yeah.
as best as you can, like people change during the years, so you got to learn to just adapt. And maybe this year she like chicken, the other year she like beef.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So you got to learn to adapt to that. This is clearly coming from someone that still learning relationship and still learning women. Y'all complicated as hell.
We're not,
but
really not. Y'all just need to listen. Anyways.
Okay. Now y'all need to just state what you really need to state.
Oh.
Instead of going, how you feeling? Are you okay? And then you go, I'm okay. So our problem, there's nothing wrong. And then you want to see, and then you guys go with, oh, let me, can I ask you something?
Oh, when you hear that, can I ask
you something?
Because there's different levels, and that's the thing that I don't think a lot of people understand either. If you're asking me how am I, as a general statement, am good.
Even though we know you're pissed?
Yeah. Because I'm breathing, I'm alive, my eyes work, my hands work, my legs work, my senses are all active. I still can learn, I can speak, this and that. I'm okay. But in regards to, and this only men are the majority of people who say this phrase. You gotta know how to ask the right questions. Right? You laugh, but because it's true. Ask the right questions. Because why? Y'all do this because you know why. The whole purpose of it is because you want to get deeper into it. Right? You want to ask, okay, how are you? Yeah, I'm good. But then you want to ask about yesterday's conversation where you seem to be upset and a little frazzled by the statement that I made. Yeah, that's a whole nother question. That's responding to that. But if you're going to ask, how are you? I'm great. That's a actual answer. And that's valid.
Say, okay, so
it's valid.
Hold on. Doesn't make sense at all. But
how does it not make sense?
I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
Hold on. Be a different type of woman that sees things differently. You probably have introspective and stuff like that. You understand how to answer a question when someone says, "Hey, are you okay?" Okay, I am pissed off. You know how to answer those questions. There are people that you ask, okay, I'm fine. So you believe they're fine, even though they're not saying anything. You're I could tell you're bubbling up, boiling, but you're and then you want to wait until it's a new day, a new season. You want to be like, can I ask you a question? So what happened 5 years ago? You didn't think you were doing something wrong 5 years ago when you were washing the place and you forgot to wash this? And it's like, when I asked you, what was wrong with you? You okay? You said no. As soon as you said yes. So I must I'm not gonna talk like crazy because people listen to this.
No. And I understand what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. I hear you come from.
It's not
but
cool.
What would you prefer? Would you prefer the person who took some time to think it through and collect their emotions, or would you prefer the person to explode on you? That's one.
I rather explosion. I rather someone say, "Hey, what the hell are you doing? Put the damn da."
Then two. Would you remove the term of calling the person emotional or irrational when they do have the outspurt like that?
I wouldn't. I don't believe in the term emotional like that. Like I don't be like, oh, she's acting too emotional or whatever. She has a reason for why she's going and so. If it's too much, I'll say, yeah, you're doing too much. But if you have a valid reason, whatever, we could talk. And if you feel a ways, let's solve the problem there. Like if it's right here, let's start here. Don't wait 5 years, or don't wait the next hour when we're thinking about something else. Don't take it to bed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine being woke up in the middle of the night about an issue and like this could have been solved 8 hours ago?
You know what's so crazy? It's really crazy how guys, when you start actually telling what starts to be wrong, it's crazy to see a man crumble though. Just as soon as you start being honest.
Depends.
So you gotta be honest though. There's nothing wrong with being honest. If you women crumble just to tell a woman the honesty.
That's a lie.
That was about to say, like, how often does that come out first?
Wait, if you can't tell a girl, if you tell a girl the truth
versus the perception of what you want.
Oh damn, you jumbled up there. I didn't even hear any of that.
Jamie's what were you saying?
Jamie's like,
it like froze.
No, no.
Yo, you're acting up, man.
Ooh, it sounds bad. I can hear from here. Well, I can actually hear it in the echo.
Hear it. The echo.
I don't know what to do here.
What was your last statement? Yo, I'm telling you, God's trying to say something right now.
That's funny.
Just say God's trying to stop me from saying what I need to say right now, eh? Maybe I should just stop saying what I need to say. I'll just say this. I'll just say that there has to be equal playing field on that. I'll just say that.
Now what? Wait, just quick comment on the chat. When you say truth, you mean, babes, you did gain weight. Them kind of truths? Oh Lord.
Right?
Yeah. Babes, when you start saying them type of truths, when you say them type of, do I look good? And you say no,
see?
you look like a plastic bag.
See, now, this is the thing. If you turn around and it's context that really kills this, because if it's like, babes, did I gain weight? And I've been working very hard to gain weight, and you're like, yes, then I did it, right? If I wasn't, different story. But if you've been filling me up, dining every single day, feeding me, spoon feed me, tell me not to go to the gym.
Whoa.
And then I turn around and say, babes, it seems like I gained some weight. And you either say no, that's a whole lie, and you're watching it. But if you say yes, and you're the cause, problems.
Hold on. I know what you're doing here. You're trying to flip this and then whatever. I see what's going on, but I'm gonna say this. Watch your playing devil's advocate. Yes, I'm gonna say this. Hold on.
I just gave
Hold on. I'm gonna say.
All.
Fair enough. But I'm gonna bring up the whole thing about where I'm feeding her, telling her not to go to the gym and whatever stuff like that, right? And she gains weight, and she asks me if she gains weight.
And she did.
She did.
She has the right to get mad at me.
She has the right at me just because I brought you to the water.
I mean, partners do have an influence on each other, right?
Just because
she's mad at me.
I bought the food.
She could have asked for
She's
a salad.
mad at me.
Okay.
She could have asked for a salad.
Are you really going to be turning down food? First off, that's somebody's hard-earned cash money that they slaved a whole hour for. Are you really going to turn down that? No. I'm not going to turn down your effort. First off.
I think you're trying to flip the script, and I see
where I'm not.
I'm not.
If I'm giving you quotes as to what women are thinking of, you're not taking down these notes.
I see where.
All right, don't take the notes. Can't say I never told you.
I know what to do here, but I'm not gonna do it because.
I'm trying to think of dudes that like.
Oh,
that
in the world right now.
Katie was saying something, yo.
No. I'm trying to think of dudes right now.
Oh, it's delayed. It's delayed.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, what dude's telling his woman not to go to the gym? Yeah. Unless he doesn't go to the gym.
What dude is not telling his girl to go to the gym?
Yeah.
There are so many guys. I've met men who actively said, "Babes, you don't need the gym. Why are you going there? Who are you competing with? Really? Girl, are you trying to get muscular? I don't want a muscular girl. I want someone who's soft and fluffy." Yo, I hear all of those.
Really?
From women, from men. Trust me, I've heard it. Okay? There's a girl I met the other day, and her boy he was a bodybuilder. And she was upset that she couldn't go to the gym with the man. Because he said, "No, I don't want you really going. Like, it's not a place for you. You know, I like your body the way it is. It's nice and soft." And he's in the gym, flexing and looking for girls in the gym.
Yikes, you put him out like that. Jeez.
I didn't say anything.
See, I want to switch the topic.
Wait, hold on. But how is she built though? Like, is she?
She lost weight, and he was trying to encourage her to gain the weight back.
Whoa, that's.
And he would often make fun of her size, knowing that she lost this weight.
Wow, that's.
So yes.
That's one example. That's a cold example.
Yes, but that's not the only example I know of people who have said these things. Whether they're aware of it or not, there have been many cases where I've seen people who've done that. Where, yes, women do get upset because, why? Because they know their girlfriend goes through different situations where their boy is saying other stuff. Or they know that their BFF, their girlfriends all will sit there and say, "Hey, did I get some weight?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, babes, you did. You clocked out of 15 pounds on da-da-da-da and whatever." And then when they go home to Babes, they're like, "Babes, did I get some weight?" And Babes is like, "Nah, you didn't." Who do you think she's believing? How do you think she's mad?
I'm not going to answer that question.
I was gonna say the girlfriend.
Hey man, you don't want to take no notes. Okay, all right. I'm just being devil's advocate.
It's not about taking notes here. It's not about taking notes here. I want to switch the topic.
Wait, we didn't even.
I think I'm lagging super crazy.
We didn't even outro the Jada thing. I don't know how it switched to. Well, actually, it's related, but
I'm gonna say this for the Jada thing. You gotta learn when you're married. I guess I'm not saying anything because I don't know. I'm not. I think you just you guys have to grow together. People change, and the person you married is different from the person you are now. You know what I mean? So, no, she's not. I feel like this. I feel like, yeah, the person you marry. Sometimes the person you marry or the person you marry might be the different from the wife like 5 years ago. She might be different. She might be doing something else different.
That's what it is. So people change. So, their interests change too.
People change during the time. Right.
Plus, when you have like the different adversities, the stresses, that changes people.
Do you think she embarrassed Will in any way? Like,
if Jada embarrassed Will?
Yeah.
I low key feel like what's going on is that Will's not in the front as much anymore. Like, he's not commanding the stage as much.
Oh no, you went there. Oh no, JP.
Because he's not commanding the stage as much, she has to now be the one to pull up the pants.
Oh geez, you went in that angle. I'm
not trying to even do it like that, but
he's not pulling up the pants.
I mean, what has been his last top rating?
He came off of Bad Boys 3, which is Bad Boys for Life. So that's pretty.
So wait. So what are you saying about? You're saying Will Smith? I washed drawers. Is that what you're saying? Will Smith? I washed drawers already.
Whoa! Didn't say any of that. Well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying that he's probably not making the amount that he used to be, enough for Jada, maybe.
Wow.
No.
Yikes.
But embarrassing now. Why would you want to embarrass somebody unless you're trying to teach them something, or you really feel like envious of them?
This is like our past episode with Aisha and Steph.
Yes.
And what we said after the pod was that it sounds like they're competing with each other, not building
for the power. Yeah. But I mean, like, what kind of relationship, what kind of attitudes would you expect from a couple like that? These people are high achievers, clearly love to be in front of large groups of people. You have to have a very strong ego.
Time out. We got 10 seconds. We're gonna refresh the
live. Come back on?
So I'm gonna come back.
Come back? Okay.
Yeah. All right.
This episode has been brought to you by Lysol. Please do not ingest it. It is only for your hands.
Don't even put Lysol as the ad. Don't even put Lysol as the ad.
That'd be so good if it was.
Since I've been here. I don't know why. My internet's been acting up the whole time since I've been here. So yeah, I'm coming back on live now, Z. I'm back. Okay.
It says 2 minutes remaining. Yo, Zoom is getting aggressive. Like, they're getting aggressive. They're like, we're letting you guys know 2 minutes.
Who is loving my commentary today? I'm in love with it. The way that I am a devil's advocate today, yo!
Damn, you said he didn't hold up the pants. That's wild.
Huh?
Hold up. Zikia, hurry up and come on the live, yeah? Hurry up and come on the live, yeah? Because you're doing beer nonsense.
Well, it's not enough for Jada. Wow.
She's bringing money talks about Will Smith.
Hey, man, these guys are the truth, yo. But I'm just saying, like, what can you really expect from a couple of that stature? Like, what do the everyday conversations go about? Like, what are they? If it's not business, it would have to be about, how are we making a good monetary investment in certain things? Being able to audition for certain productions, having your foot in for certain things, politics, bureaucracy within Hollywood. Like, what does that look like? And I mean, maybe at this very time, how many roles are really available for Will Smith at his age? Not saying he isn't a great actor or anything like that, but what casting is available that has men over the age of 40 as like a main role? Black man over the age of 40.
Black man over the age of 40.
Right?
Denzel does the what series is it called? The Equalizer. These 2 movies.
Yeah, Denzel did amazing in The Equalizer.
But then all I could think of is Denzel.
Right? And even on an everyday, like, podcast or public, because it's like Jada as like, what, 40, over 40? Yeah. Jada over 40 is still
I think Will always be marketable, man.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, he will. But it's not like he's doing a late night show. That would be cool if he had a late night show. Because how many again, it's all about marketability on shows, right? A lot of the TV hosts have all been over the age of 30, but they've been white males. I think just the other day, if it's not Arsenio Hall, who's the other black male that you know over a certain age that has hosted a show?
I'm not sure about Will Smith hosting a show still. I'm not sure about that, but it'd be cool. I think he already hosts a show. I think he already has a show, but it's on like Facebook. Because you know how Jada has Red Table Talk. I think Will Smith has his own.
True.
Yo, you actually stumped me there. Unless if you can't even think of one off the top of your head, if you Google it, then it's like, whoa, I can't even think of one.
Right? That's what I'm trying to say.
But there's like Jimmy Fallon, there's David Letterman, there's Conan, there's who else?
All these guys. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. If this is like
that should change, you know. If they wanted to change, they know what to do. Much Music, give us a call. You know.
Oh hell no.
Hey Will, Jada, if you ever come across this, you know, take all the negative comments out of it, but take in the comments of Will, you should have your own show. Be the first over 40 after Arsenio Hall. How about we manifest that? And we would love to be in the back. Don't forget about us.
That'd be interesting though.
Right?
I don't know.
This man said, I don't know. You're supposed to be putting the good energy out there, man.
No. I don't know about the TV show. I don't know what the future holds. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Topic.
Especially right now, because I'm gonna segue because you know everybody's apparently murder wasp. Oh, unreal.
They're in North America. They're in Washington
at the moment.
North America. They're in Washington. I'm in Washington. These 2 inches big, killing off beehives. They
kill like
100.
Like thousands bees.
Killer thousands bees.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, they can destroy a hive very quickly.
That's actually not good. Now, the first question I have. Yes. What is your question?
Oh, sorry. This is a mean delay. Like, I don't know if it's. I don't know if it could be just me, but what was your question?
I have like 10,000, but
I was gonna say, who brought them here?
That was the first one.
You know someone brought that.
Mother effing bees on this mother effing continent. But you know.
You're a wasp.
Or hornet.
Sorry, wasps or hornets. With
or whatever they call me.
With venom.
Let me say something. I'm okay with bees. I had beef with bees. Like I had bees in a day, got stung on my lip, but I understand what they brought to the earth. But wasp, I don't know what they bring to the earth. And they say these wasps can kill people.
They're hornets.
These hornets can kill people.
Yeah, they have venom.
I don't know how much stings, but like multiple stings, they could kill a man.
They say a sting feels like you're getting stabbed with metal.
Like a flying snake.
Hot metal.
That's Game of Thrones.
Genetically modified wasp by the government. Who? See, who?
Yeah, why does everyone keep saying wasp? It's hornet. Hornet.
Hornet or wasp? It doesn't matter. It is like, we already know wasps are just a bigger version of bees. And, you know, when you get stung by those bad boys, it's not cute. So now we want a hornet that's like even bigger.
2 inches, that's the maximum.
Like, why do these scientists spend money or the budget on genetically modifying animals when they can go and learn how to find some money and get some people out of poverty states? Why don't they do that?
Hold on. Time out. Before we say it's genetically modified, we gotta prove that first. I'm not saying there's a lot of species out here that they're not genetically modified that can kill people, that can kill other animals if they come in a certain type of territory. My question is, how did they get? That's one thing. How did they get here? That's one thing off rip. And two, I don't think people realize if you kill the bees, there's no bees, there's no life.
Well, yeah, that's how they explain it. Yeah, because it's a whole process of
pollination. Yeah. Pollination, and this is some science for your head tops. Okay, so like
I don't know.
The food chain is there for a reason.
Yeah,
animals are there for a reason. This is why they leave us alone. We leave them alone for a reason.
You know what? One of those things. You know what it is? I feel like, I don't want to be biblical, but I do feel like Christ is coming back, because when you see things like animal, not even like now it's like viral infections and all these things, airborne things killing off people.
So we're at the plague
You have
part.
animals, yeah, but now you have animals legit coming to kill people in a way, like, you know what I mean? When it's just like the world doesn't really need us if you think about it. You know what I mean?
If we're not
they can grow and populate without us. Like
if we're not harmonious,
we just came here and built.
Like it makes sense. Like, because remember, people forget like this rock it's alive, it's living. So, so remember, this thing's been here for like 5 billion years. So they say, this is a winning hand. Like, if push comes to shove, it'll push people off the planet if it has to. Right? If it doesn't play by its rules, right? That's what's happening. Right?
Like if Mother Nature was pissed at us, like they'll know exactly what to do.
Think of it as our moms. We're Caribbean moms. When you piss off our moms, that's Mother Nature right there. Right? Yeah, we are the bacteria. Right?
Listen. Speak for yourself, eh?
I don't know.
I
don't know. It just.
I know. I'm laughing at my own jokes. Man said he's like, "Where's the bacteria?"
I really. Yeah. It just seems like a lot of things been going on. Yeah, the key's been kind of heated this whole time. You can tell she's been heated, hot-headed.
Me?
But yeah,
I'm having fun.
You're just in a mode. But now, Young Buck. Let me just switch the topic. Young Buck had his little encounters with transsexuals, and apparently he liked. He liked.
See why you laughing? It was in a confused manner, like he was like sexual.
A gay porn post.
Yes.
I don't know, but I know.
Yes.
He's liked up a post of, same sex, two men getting it on.
See, the thing is, for it to appear on his actual feed, he had to retweet it.
Oh Lord, that's a big exposure.
Like, you have to retweet it.
I think someone went to his likes. I don't think they went to his retweets. First off,
can you actually view it like that? I don't even.
Yeah, you can view people's likes.
You can, yes, you can, yeah, and
you can view people's likes. You can view their likes and their retweets, but I don't know if it was a retweet. But I think he liked it, and someone went on his likes. I have no say on why he liked what he. I guess he likes what he likes.
Wait,
but at the same time,
wait. Did he like my mistake and then unliked it, or it's still unliked right now as we speak?
I don't know. I don't know.
It seems like it's unliked at the moment.
Oh, he did a.
Because I went back on his page and I looked. I'm gonna be that one.
It's still liked. Is it still liked?
So.
Yeah, because he probably got caught up. It was like, "Yo, what are you doing?"
Post is from like 2019.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
They probably said, "Clear off your whole thing because they're at you. The world's at you." They already screenshotted everything.
He did what I call a shadow like. He just liked and then 1
right?
hour and then just unliked it.
right? Realized he's in the public eye.
Guy's sending signals to somebody.
Someone's gonna start questioning his whole life.
Or I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about it.
Freaking life.
But
anyway, if that's what he likes, I mean,
I thought it was funny. And you know what? I was also kind of looking at it because when I started to look at his actual page, he had a lot of music that was up on his page. And it was like all referring to one, I don't know if it was an album or an EP that he had, but it was like all this information about this release that he had.
Mm-hmm.
And a little of me kind of feels like it was just the whole porn was used to like as like clout.
Oh no!
To just have him resurface, and like I mean, it's the worst way, especially when to use that. But
I don't know if that's the type of clout.
That's a high key, low key.
I know.
Theory on that.
I know it is a high key, low key theory. It is.
He'd be the first rapper to do that. He did that before Bobby Lights. Is Bobby Lights a rapper or a gospel singer? What is he?
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't. What?
I guess that's a stat in the rap game. Like he used gay porn to promote his album. Oh, okay, that's
true. True.
Be the first person to do that.
Wow.
Congrats.
I mean,
congrats. I think if it works, I mean,
if that advertisement works, I mean, it gets the shock value that everyone needs, right? And it just pulls people
not everyone,
in.
But okay.
Yeah. I mean, some people are going to be very disgusted, but and they'd be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe Young Buck." Oh my god. But
I don't know.
That's a strange topic.
Yeah, very strange. I think I plan to wrap this up. We've been here long enough.
Wait, before you do,
I'm rolling.
Before we do it, what up?
What's up? The idea is, you know what? I'm gonna go with this. The idea is wild, but if you could sell 100,000 albums independent, what, $10 a CD? We're talking. That's. I mean,
100,000 independent. That's $1 million right there, no?
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But now nobody's really not buying albums; they're streaming.
But if he's finding that as a way to like stream his music to get people to like buy, I mean, they still have like albums still purchased on iTunes and stuff like that. As much as people can get them for free and whatnot,
but I don't know.
Who knows? I mean, I kind of feel bad if people take this and then don't support him because of it.
And yeah, for the record, like
that's where I'll feel bad.
Like whether it's like Luther, whether it is like Luther Vandross. I'm trying to think of Sam Smith. Like it doesn't matter really, right? Elton John. Like,
yeah.
I still listen to them, right? So.
Right. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Although
you
can't say they on their Twitter page liked a gay forcing to sell an album, but Young Buck is he's the first at the head of the charge. If he
let's just that's all alleged.
Wait, hold on. If he's the first person to do this and is successful, you're gonna see a lot more of that. So
this is true.
Well, I'm just gonna wrap this up. I really am. I'm gonna say,
no barebacks today.
Oh wow!
If you have any questions or concerns or complaints, send it at askthevent@gmail.com. We're gonna be trying to go weekly during this quarantine. Try to get this, product out. Whatever it may be. This may be a good batch. This may be a bad batch. Depending how you want to take it. But we're going to put out product every week. So let's see how this goes. yeah. We are also on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. We're all there.
YouTube, Twitter.
If you want, follow us on Instagram. We're on Instagram, and then our our Linktree page is there, so you can see all our stuff and content.
T-shirts.
T-shirts are out. Yes, we have T-shirts. DM us for more inquiries, information, size, and stuff. If you want a T-shirt, let us know.
We can't really tell you a date when it's gonna get to you, but I want to say end of September. Gonna put that good energy out there. End of September,
or earlier,
or even earlier. Yeah.
Who knows? We'll see how this goes, but this is the event. It's an off week. We usually do this next week, but we're doing it this week and next week. Also, May 17th is my birthday.
Hey.
So I'm really thinking if we should have a pod party here
on your birthday.
Yeah, and maybe I don't know because I'm virtual thing, but I'm turning 30. The big 30. So I don't know. I don't know what the plan is, but we'll sort that out. But at the end of the day, this is the event, and we out. Peace.